pairs were picked up. Now these are on the mini rocker bottom, which we'll talk about in just a moment, but I want to let you know what's happening. Leather upper, leather lining, suede leather footbed. That you do not find in shoes anymore, and these are the shoes, this whole brand, are the ones that the nurses, the doctors, the stylists were wearing because they're on their feet all day long, and you have to have arch support. You have to have support all the way around. You have to not be having the dogs barking at the end of the day. Is that what they say?
You know, we started with one shoe.
Right.
One shoe, one clog in 22 colors 16 years ago.
Right.
And nurses, thank you. Teachers, thank you. Beauticians, people in the service industry, thank you. That's how we began. That's how the Alegria name was out there.
And then they were like, we want more designs.
We want spring, we want summer, we want sandals, we want boots in the fall. That's how Alegria was born, and now we've become somewhat of a lifestyle brand in the comfort business. I mean, we're a wellness-based brand that has background in orthopedic footwear. So we know how to make really comfortable shoes that are good for you.
And they're always beautiful and fun, happy colors. This one is called Sakura Shimmer.
Shimmer, exactly.
So beautiful.
You know
so you get
Sakura
the back.
is?
No.
Cherry blossom.
Oh, I love the cherry
Renewal,
blossoms.
optimism, change of season.
And then you're always
going
to see a beautiful piece of hardware. They're going to be a little bit different on each one, different colors, different designs. But look how fun that is. You'll be so happy when you look down at your feet. This is called Mystical Red. That looks like the cherry blossoms too.
You're right, it is. And basically this is a white base. So, you know, the last 2 or 3 years, white has been huge. So this is our white base with this beautiful, you know, red and bright colors for spring. Just like a garden in full bloom.
We only have 800 pair. This is a big deal. It's going to be at this price for a little bit, but you have the second presentation, so get your color and size while we have it. Paisley pink. That looks like a mosaic. Oh, Paisley Park, excuse me.
You were close. Paisley Park, yeah. Don't you love all the colors in that?
650 remain. Is that, it looks like it's embroidered, but it's actually the print on the leather. Look at that. It looks like the little stitches.
Yep, it does.
That's beautiful. Yep. Paisley Park. Then we have Loretta.
And this is a nod to two things we all love, or you all love. Number one is a brown embossed leather, elegant brown embossed leather. And number two is Loretta Lynn. That's why it's called Loretta.
I love Loretta Lynn. How could you not? And then Bless Your Heart. This is Bless Your Heart Blue.
Yep.
That's the one that I'm wearing. It's $27.50 to get these home on Easy Pay. 1,000 orders have been placed. They were brand new today, 1 a.m. this morning. We've taken $20 off the price. We're going to ship them to you for free. The whole show ships for free. Now let's talk sizing, because these are European sizes, but not all European sizes are the same.
Yeah, exactly. Your U.S. sizes on the Judie are on your left, 5 all the way to 13, so which is great. So with 13, this one. European sizes on your right, 35 to 43. Like I said earlier, if you're an 8, 8.5, you're going to take a 38. Stay there. If you're a 8.5, 9, and you're not sure where you'd go, stay at the 38. And the reason being is you want to make sure your heel is on the inside of the shoe, your toes on the inside of the shoe, and all of our shoes have this amazing footbed we'll talk about in just a second, Terry, but basically you want that arch right where it needs to be with your foot. That's where you get your support.
And I feel it. I have high arches.
I'm sure you feel it.
And every time I put on an Alegria shoe, I'm like, okay, it's meeting me right where I am. I don't have to take a step and try for all of my body weight to come down on that little arch. I think about it sometimes, and it's like it's trying to find the shoe, and that's your whole body weight.
It is. And you know what's interesting is we took our original classic upper, the classic rocker bottom, which started us in the business, and basically what we did was we trimmed the sole down and we went to 1 1/4 inches. And we did this for a couple reasons. Number one, you still have the rocker. You still have the original footbed that we started with that goes in all our nurses' shoes that are $130 retail. And we basically lighten the silhouette. So this shoe makes more sense as a sandal. It's very lightweight. It's very lightweight. It's very supple. So basically, but the beautiful thing is it still houses our footbed. And our footbed is the magic sauce, the secret potion, whatever you want to call it. It's 1 inch thick in the arch, which you mentioned a minute ago, your foot is yearning to get that arch in there because it's supportive. Number two, it actually shifts your weight. When you put it, I'll never forget the first time I presented Alegria with Leah Williamson. Leah put the shoes on and she had this blank stare, and I said, Leah, And she said,
What's going on?
it's the weirdest thing. She said, it's like it shifts my weight from the balls of my feet back to my heels, and that's how it's supposed to be. It almost makes you stand up taller.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing, but when you get used to that, you yearn for it because that's the wellness and that's how the body should be aligned. The other cool thing is, since the footbed is designed with cork, soft polyurethane, and memory foam, that cork actually activates as you wear it, and all of a sudden, a day or two after you've been wearing the shoe, you look down, and oh my gosh, your footprint is in it. So it actually customizes the fit.
Well, and it's leather.
Well, it's
so
leather.
It
it's covered in cow suede, which is super soft, but that cork activates and it forms a customized footbed. The last thing is this. Jane Tracy said one time, she said, Scott, this is like you guys were the original sustainable footwear. I said, what do you mean? She goes, you can actually take your shoes, take your footbed out that after a year or so may get a little dirty, a little soiled, and you can replace it. And all of a sudden, the shoe is brand new again.
It's all brand new again. And it's all leather. The outer, the lining, everything. So you know how that lasts. Do you see how deep this is? That's where this goes. So you can replace these. You will have these shoes for decades. I mean, that's why people invest in Alegria. If this is all sounding so good to you and you've never tried the brand, a big deal is the time you want to try it, because we've taken $20 off the price. In fact, this whole show ships for free, so that includes this one. Then you can try them out and see that difference that you talked about Leah having, where she was able to just, stand up straight and feel supported all day long. And pick your favorite colors. They're so beautiful. They're going to look great with a dress. I have on a skirt with your Bermuda shorts. This is the Sakura Shimmer.
I think that is the most elegant color.
I do too.
Here. It's elegant, it's classy, it's vibrant, it's versatile, it's beautiful.
And it has every color in there, so it'll match back to almost everything in your wardrobe. This one is the Mystical Red.
And that's your good, classic, white-based multi-print for spring and summer.
700 remain now in Mystical Red. You're getting reds and pinks, fuchsia, and then the hardware there is a silver, like a shiny silver, almost like a little flower as well. And then this one is called Paisley Park.
And I love the pastels here, the colors, the vibrancy of it. And like you mentioned earlier, it almost looks like it's stitched.
It really does.
It's beautiful.
This one is our most limited. I think this one's my favorite out of the bunch. And then we have Loretta. For Loretta Lynn.
I will tell you, this Loretta material, we sold out on a TSV last month on this Loretta. It was the first one to go. Probably going to happen here as well. It's a beautiful embossed leather. It's simple, it's classic, it's just very rich.
Fewer than 1,000 remain in the Loretta.
And then bless your heart. That's all. I mean, I'm from the South. That's all I can say is bless your heart.
Look how beautiful that is. That's a black background, and then the embossing, that is really embossed, this one.
Yes, it is.
And then with a beautiful, almost shimmery, silvery blue. And then that matches back to the silver hardware that's brushed as well. Now, we do have sizes, European sizes 35 through 43. That is the equivalent of US 5 to 13. I don't think I know another brand here at QVC that goes up to 13.
Yeah, and you can it's easy. Customer service can help you with your sizing. If you wear a 6, 6.5, you're going to take a 36, 7, 7.5, 37, all the way down the line. The only thing I suggest is if you happen to be in between sizes, like you're 7.5, 8, and you're not sure, stay where you're at. With sandals, stay where you're at. With a closed-in shoe, always go up. So that's the simple.
And that's always there on QVC.com if you need it. Please do know that we do have free exchanges here at QVC too. So if you get the wrong size, you change your mind on a color even, it's not just about the sizing, we will make that right, and that will be free as well. These ship to you for free. And then as you see them on Samantha's feet, they're dainty for an Alegria shoe.
You know, it's funny. I was just about to say that. They're feminine. They're very feminine. They're light. The straps are a little thinner than some of our typical straps. You still have the 2 points of adjustability across the instep as well as across your toes, as well as across the back dual straps, ankle strap. But it's a very good point. It's lighter weight. The straps are thinner, which lends itself to be more feminine and dressy.
Well, I mean, here is, and not to take anything away from, what is this one called?
Clover.
From Clover.
Yeah.
But this is the original rocker bottom. This, the big deal, is a rocker mini. So it's the same, it gives you the same footbed.
Same support.
Same support.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's not
Exactly.
quite as high,
Yep.
and it makes it a little bit more lightweight. So
Yeah.
it's a completely different shoe. You'll wear these in two completely different ways, but I just wanted to show you that. The wonderful thing is that adjustability, not just here, but also here. So
Yep.
you can completely open these up and then put your feet in and get them to the place where you need them to be. Our feet swell a lot during the summer. If you're on a plane, something like that,
You know,
if
it's
you've
funny.
been out walking around all day.
I've flown from Vegas to Atlanta so many times over the years, and I often heard that.
And you're like,
what it was
Alegria?
is when your feet swell when you're
Yes.
flying. It's like, you know, compression socks are probably worn more during flights than any other
Right.
time. But that's exactly because
Yeah.
make them wider.
And it's so much more comfortable.
Yeah.
And your
Yeah.
feet
Yeah.
are going to be so much more comfortable after a day of wearing these. Sakura Shimmer. We have Mystical Red.
Yep.
Next to that, we have Paisley Park, most popular. That's going to match everything in your wardrobe.
Yep.
As well as Loretta, which is a great neutral, beautiful embossing on a brown. And then Bless Your Heart Blue. $27.50 is a charge on your card, and they are on their way to you, shipped to you for free. A638435 is your item number. All right, if you're interested in the top that I'm wearing, which I got to say looks really